and welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss how to use the alter table statement to add a constraint to an existing table. We will cover how to add a unique constraint to a table and how to add a not null constraint to a table. A constraint is a rule that states how data must be inserted into a column. There are 5 main types of constraints. There's your primary key, your foreign key, check constraint, unique constraint, and the not null constraint. Today we're going to be focusing on the unique constraint and the not null constraint. Take a look at our department table below. The department table contains 4 columns: the department ID column, department name, the department code, and the department phone. For our first query, we're going to add a unique constraint to the department phone column. Now, the unique constraint is used to ensure that every value in the column is different and unique. So here is our query. We're going to use the alter table keywords, and that's saying we want to alter the department table. So you say alter table, the name of the table is department, and we're adding a constraint, so we say add constraint, and after add constraint you give the constraint a name, and we're going to call this one department phone unique, because we're trying to make sure that all the phone numbers that are entered into the department phone column are all different. Then we use the name of our constraint, which is the unique constraint, because that's the constraint that we're creating to add, and we're going to add it to the department phone column. And as you can see down here, department phone is one of the columns in the department table. So we click execute, and it says the command was completed successfully. Now, to view the new unique constraint on the department phone column, you can type EXEC, and this is going to display all of the constraints for the department table. So we click execute on this command, and we'll see here that there's a unique constraint, and here's the name of it, department phone unique, and this is department phone is the column that the constraint is on. And you can also see that the primary key was already set up as a constraint in this table also for the department ID column. For our next query, we're going to add the not null constraint to the department code column. Now, by using the not null constraint, that will ensure that when we enter records into the department table, it will ensure that the department code can never be left blank when you're entering records. So this department code column always has to have values entered into that column. So let's start with our query. We're going to use the alter table keywords. Then we use the name of the table, department. Now here we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to use the alter column keywords. That must be used in conjunction with using the not null constraint and adding it to an existing table. So we use alter column keywords, and then we follow it with the name of the column that we're altering, the department code column, as we can see below. And then you also have to show the data type for that column in the table. It's currently a character data type, so we put CHAR. And then we follow that with the name of the constraint that we're adding to the department code column, and the name of the constraint is not null. So we click execute, and it says the command was completed successfully. Now, say we wanted to change that column back to a null constraint instead of a not null constraint, and that would pretty much mean that when entering records into the department table, that column, which is the department code column, can be left blank. What you do is you type alter table keywords, the name of the table. Again, you'd use alter column keywords, the name of the column, the name of the data type, and this time we'd use null instead of not null and that'll switch it back to a null constraint on the department code column. We click execute, and the command was completed successfully. Now earlier we created a unique constraint on the department phone column. Let's say we want to delete that constraint. We no longer want it. So we'll type the alter table keywords, the name of the table, and we'll use the drop constraint keywords, and then the name of the constraint that we gave to that unique constraint for that column. So the name of that constraint was department phone unique. So we click execute, and it says the command was completed successfully. So now we'll take a look at our constraints in the table. And there's only one, as you can see, that's the one that was already created with the table, the primary key constraint. So we created two constraints and we deleted both of them. I hope you enjoyed learning about constraints today and how to use the alter table keyword to add constraints to a table. If you're interested in more in-depth learning, please check out my SQL course in the description section below.